All right. Very good day of betting yesterday. We've had a great week on these live shows. I'm going to recap the last couple days of picks right here on YouTube. Going to talk about some of the VIP things that are happening, and then we're going to make a billion picks on today's live show. If you've tuned in to get plays for Novig, for Underdog, for Prize Picks, for BetMGM, so on and so forth, you're going to see the projection models. You're going to see the optimizers. We do a ton on Bets for Breakfast, and it's time to start now. Appreciate y'all being here. Let's get paid. I'm going to cue the music. Everybody, setting it up right now. Going off right now. Hold on. No time to waste. Let's go. What up, my friends? Welcome to Bets for Breakfast. Today's show brought to you by me, myself, and I. Yeah, that's right. No sellout here. I could make a boatload of money selling out for Bets for Breakfast, getting sponsorships for shows, and then being beholden to all the things they want me to do for their shows. Screw that. The entire concept of this show, 1 hour per day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern, is to give you a billion picks. Literally, that's it. That is my goal, to make you money for an hour a day. My kickback is you are subscribing to the show, you're liking the video, you're retweeting on X if you're watching there. The best places to catch my shows, YouTube and X. Bets for Breakfast, my friends. Long term, the goal here, of course, I mean, this is business-wise, right? I line your pockets. Monday's show went 12-2. Tuesdays, I think, 4-4. Yesterday, we're about to check it out, how it went. My goal long term, right? Keep this 63.5% win rate or whatever we looked at yesterday when we looked at it from the YouTube shows, winning you 63 to 64% of your bets. And you're like, hey, let me check out mysparyedge.com on my own and use it the other 23 hours per day. If Donuts can do this daily and give us a 63% win rate every show, what can I do on my own 24 hours per day, 7 days per week? That's the goal. To just show you what's possible and make you money for this 1 hour daily. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for saying hello to the people who are here in chat to begin the show. Thank you. I'm getting started here with this. So people pressured me into this. They did. They're like, hey, donuts, you usually post in June, right? Okay. Well, I'm quitting if you don't post now. So I started posting now. It took me a minute to figure out what was going to be best to post. Again, I needed data, and metrics. I needed to be able to see what was working, what wasn't working. And we've settled on this for the last 2 days. I have been using this new tool that we've created where I can research the model and see what it's done. I can look at day-by-day results. And hey, I'm finding out through the model and through our new tracker app that I had created so that I could fine-tune exactly what to post for Discord. And my goodness, I mean, I'm looking at this saying, wow, hits allowed, overs, A plus, A to A, all the way down to B plus, 51 and 22 over the last 2 weeks. Day 14 today. Unbelievable. Literally, you could have ran every single bet every single day and not had a single day where you even pushed record-wise. Maybe a day is there 2 and 1. I mean, you're profiting on all these. Maybe a 4 and 3 day or a 5 and 4, something like that. You would not profit because of the VIG, but I'm looking at a 2-win differential on every single day minimum. I mean, we are talking 13 days that you could have blindly ran out this specific market with these grades and profited. So that's what I'm doing. And I've done it lately saying, hey, not all picks are created equal, right? I mean, I say this all the time. So yes, we posted 15 money lines yesterday. Yes, there were 15 run lines yesterday, so on and so forth, but not all of them created equal. And hey, how did I find these? Literally, I popped into the game line tracker and I figured out, all right, how have we done lately? How have we done recently? What's it like if we're at 80% or higher? So on and so forth. And I found the best betting angles and I've been posting them. And we're cleaning house. I love it. I absolutely love it. So today, we're going to do that again. All right, so we had a couple leftover picks from the previous day. This was Monday's day. On that day, we went 12 and 2 right here on the live show. What you're looking at are the live show picks. All right, so LeBron James that day over 7.5 assists. Last night, I know he hooked. I watched a lot, and then he cashed the under 7.5 rebounds. I'm going to click resolve all here in a minute, and it's going to resolve these 2 picks for you. And you have access to this tracker on your side of things as well. Marcus Smart, I know this is from Tuesday's show. This one cashed. NHL, again, this was a later. All these NHL picks you're going to see are, I think they play tonight, unfortunately, so we're not going to know. Paolo Banchero went nuclear, scored 40-something points last night, so that's an L. Anthony Black, same thing. I think Franz Wagner news came out after we made that pick, unfortunately, so his line moved significantly. That's going to be a fat L. Marcus Smart cashed this one here. It looks like these will go 2 and 1. And then yesterday, a bunch of these are for tonight. Literally every single hockey pick. We're going to have some of these MLB games came to fruition. Luke Kennard, I saw cash last night, only scored 1 point. 76ers are tonight. Hawks are tonight. Pistons were last night. Black again. Anthony Black, unfortunately, the news with Franz Wagner, and he just became an easy over. These lines changed dramatically. We got killed by the news cycle with the Anthony Black picks. These are tonight. This is tonight. Amen Thompson, I know, cashed. Finished with 7. Embiid is tonight. Judge was terrible yesterday. Cortez had 2 hits. Baldwin had a single. I saw that first at bat against Scooball. And check this out. To start the show yesterday, y'all, raise your hand right now in chat. I need to know. Raise your hand, my friends. Appreciate you. Thank you, Bachelor Barack. And we got Dr. J in the house. Smash the like button, he says. Appreciate that, too. Right above my dome piece. I started the show off saying I do not show it a lot on the positive EV tool. I do not cover it as much as I should. But I said no VIG on the optimizer is an absolute W for MLB. And I said it to start the show, and it was the first 2 picks we made on the show. I said, you can get absurd plus 170, plus 150, plus 120, plus 180 value on Novig left and right on those Novig plays. And I didn't continue on the show because I said, I know everybody tunes in for the pick'em sites, but I want you to know the value you can get over there on Novig with my optimizer is second to none. The way we have designed this site to be so user-friendly for Novig and Underdog specifically is absurd. And I showed the first 2, and I was like, hey, let's just lock them in. Novig, plus 170 for Tariq Skubal to have over 18.5 outs. He finished with 21, I saw. And Andre Palante, over 15.5 outs. He finished with 18. Easy money, easy wins, nice ROI in these plays. My gosh, my friends, let's go. I love that somebody's listening and somebody does what I say. So let's check it out. How have we done? Again, so many of these picks are tonight. We're not even going to really know. So I resolved yesterday, auto-resolved. You just watched it happen live. So we lost like what? 0.1 unit on the VIG here, 0.13 units on the VIG for the two LeBron plays. Yesterday went from a minus 0.59 to a minus 0.79, so nothing big. We still have one pick left. I guess if this one cashes tonight, we could end up profitable, and if it loses tonight, we go down over a unit. And then yesterday on the show, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 5 and 2, 6 and 2, 7 and 2. So yesterday's results. So I guess I could have looked right here. Yesterday's results on the live show, 7 and 2. So we had a 12 and 3 Monday. I got to look at it again. 13 and 3 Monday. We had a 7 and 7 Tuesday, and then a 7 and 2 yesterday. And then we got another 10 picks tonight remaining. So 10 pending. I forgot all the things are listed here. You have access to this bet tracker. It is connected to all the tools on the site so that you can make your picks, track your process, because there ain't no better time and way to see if what you are doing is working than tracking the exact pick at the exact odds using these specific 3 tools: the positive expected EV optimizer, the sharp money radar, and the DFS optimizer. So the positive EV optimizer, sharp money radar, and the DFS optimizer. Okay, it's time to make money, as you're seeing people here in chat saying they are using these tools and they're making money doing it. 8 units up, plus 8 units on just positive EV this month alone. Yeah, the plus EV tool is amazing. Freaking awesome. Love to hear that. Dr. J, DFS optimizer, killed it yesterday. Bet 12 units, 38.2 unit return. Freaking sick, bro. I absolutely love seeing it. All right, let's make some money, y'all. Let's go. It's time. And, of course, I'm going to drop that link in for you before we start making some of these picks. Telling you now, I'm here for an hour in a day, an hour per day, for as long as you guys are turning in. You're live with me for that hour. Once we start to lose that viewership, which happens every May, June, I will disappear until the NFL season. That's just kind of normal. Think about it. A month ago to start the show, we would have over 100 on YouTube alone. You know, now we're 50, 60, 70, depending on the day. Smaller slate today. And that's okay. That's okay. It's just the time of the season. Very normal. So let's do it. We got MLB picks. I got a question for you. So these under home runs, pay attention to these limits. They're not that special. But some of them you can actually get quite lucky and you'll find some solid value. I think they're good for, people call it the no-vig hack, right? Where you start targeting these types of plays. Matt Chapman he has 1 home run on the season. Hasn't had one in 20 games. You can see his odds on other books, minus 2,000, minus 2,000 on Fliff, minus 1667 on the score bet, so on and so forth. And they take these and they just plug them in to make sure that they can create, they can cut the juice on some of these plays. And I don't have access to Novig, but I mean, this is a thing. And I'll say that you could probably just roll with these under home runs if you choose to do so. Now, I usually do not keep this on there because I just don't want to see them, because I don't have access to Novig. But I wanted you to see it today. If you want to use it, the home run, mark it right there. I've unselected it. All right, let's get to work, my friends. Now, for NBA, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the points unders here because they're usually alternate lines. But that being said, totally up to you what you want to do with it. Like his line is actually 7.5. You've got a $1,000 limit of liquidity here you can run. Totally up to you. Like you can see the 7.5 is his actual line. 6.5, here's where the odds are. You know, some of the books are at 6.5, DK, Hard Rock, so on and so forth. And you get a plus 130 on this side of it. So I personally probably overlook it. The other thing I look for on the plus EV optimizer, and I talk about it all the time, I want to see odds for FanDuel and or Pinnacle. And if I do not have those, I usually do not run them. Jung Ho Lee here. They got a doubleheader today. This is for the 12:36 game. Lefty facing Jung Ho Lee, left-handed hitter facing lefty Christopher Sanchez. He's been red hot as of late too, but heavily juiced to the under, as you see on most books, -164, -159, so on and so forth. Novik giving you a -125. This is deep linked. However, only $35 limit, so I'm going to avoid this because this is it's kind of like a slimy way to recap, right? Like one person can get a $35 bet in there and then that's it. So no, I'm not going to track that at all. Again, basketball, do what you want with these. Very interesting plays, but these are alternate lines. Let's look at this one. So we got Paul Skeens here, $113 limit, over 17.5 pitching outs, -171 fair odds. We've devigged all the lines. This is a friggin' awesome play. You can get it on ProfitX, $873 available. Paul Skeens over 17.5 outs. This on the season has been pretty good line. And, he's been worked up, right? He's had a couple random games where he just looked miserable. I think this was his high. Did he get hurt that game? What happened with the Tampa game? Oh, rain, right? The fourth inning game got called or something, or had like a big stretch of sitting out. But at 17.5 outs, I mean, you're getting the odds that you're getting compared to the rest of the books. And I just wanted to show you, like, this does not matter. Last year's stats, the year prior do not matter. This year's don't matter. You're just worried about the price you're paying. And when you compare it to the rest of the books, oh my goodness, it's absurd. You're paying almost a -200 across the industry for this line. It's 18.5 on some of these other books. Unbelievable. So this play, fantastic. Again, like yesterday, Novik +170 for Tariq Skubal over 17.5 outs or 18.5 outs. There's a beauty right there for MLB. Let's look at MLB only real quick. That was a beauty right there on MLB alone. So let's keep it going. Peter Lambert right here, decent liquidity. Let's see. Do we have FanDuel? Do we have Pinnacle? No, we don't have either, but we get plus odds for another over 15.5 outs. We got a doubleheader out there, Houston and Baltimore, +103 DVIG odds. Hey, innings eater to start the day in game one. Probably I like the opportunity of a +110. Christopher Sanchez here, over 5.5 hits allowed, +134 DVIG line. Don't have FanDuel odds, don't have penny to use, so maybe we get off of those right now. Let's add in NBA. Let's do our normal show now. Again, a couple no big plays to start the day. Code Donuts, DONUTS, if you want to give it a look. Let's do it. I'm going to zoom into 200%. This seems to be the beauty. 200%. We got MLB, NBA, and we're going to do most of the plays here for Pick'em. So Prize Picks Underdog. Click the helpful hints button, and you'll see one thing I do on top of my normal approach is I want to see them targeting. I want to target plays that have 15 to 20 cents, which is odds, -110 to a -125 differential versus Pinnacle or FanDuel or both, if possible. Don't have either right here for this Dustin Harris play, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. It is a nice value, 2.6% edge. Of course, you can take that if you'd like. We've also seen yesterday that the unders for NBA in the playoffs are cashing about 67% on the optimizers. So that's freaking awesome. This is a plug and play. Bruce Brown under 3.5 rebounds on Prize Picks because of that rule of thumb of that NBA unders in the playoffs have been beautiful. -145 odds on this side of the play on Prize Picks. -119 DVIG line. And you get it on Prize Picks. There's a second pick for Prize Picks, Rudy Gobert under 1.5 blocks. We need a third pick for Prize Picks real quick, and we could probably just grab one real fast here, but I might take my sweet time finding it because some of these markets I just don't like. This will work in a pinch. Chris Bassett under 5.5 hits allowed. Bang. There you go. All right, let's move on to the Sharp Money Radar. Now, two ways to use this, longer than whale or keeping this selected. If you keep this selected, you are only going to see very specific type plays. These are going to be plays that are going to have better odds than what the sharps are getting. Now, if you uncheck it, here's what you're going to see. Almost $1,000 on a -112. This is better odds than you because you're getting it implied odds -115 on underdog. I'm not a fan of that. I just don't like it. I want my odds to be better. Mike Soroka, 982, $1,000 combined, minus 112. Again, same thing. Under 4.5 hits allowed. Well, you're getting it at a minus 115. I want to see that reversed. I want to see the sharp on the minus 115, and I'm getting a minus 112. Totally up to you how you want to use it. Of course, you can do what you want. I am very specific about how I use this to the point where I'm not even going to use anything here. We'll just come back to it. Yesterday, we talked about it. For NBA, specifically on the DFS optimizer, selecting unders has been free. 67%. How do I know that? Again, the My Bets tab, extremely important. You can do a lot of research here, and you see unders for NBA. We had done the math, and when we looked at it on Underdog, 67% of those had won. And it's even better today. 92 wins, 44 losses. That is better than 67%. So it even improved since yesterday. These have just been so darn free. It's not even funny. So you do what you want with this information, but I think I'm going to do it again today. Unders, Underdog, DFS optimizer. Let's keep it going. A minus 147 on this side of the line on Underdog. Sharp odds calculation, minus 134. Reed Shepard under 4.5 assists. Underdog play number 1 from the optimizer, plug and play. Let's see. Penny minus 137. Sharp odds minus 127. FanDuel minus 122. You know by now, FanDuel specifically is the sharpest prop book for NBA. If their odds are better than the sharp odds, I do not play these, so pass. Paolo Banchero, who can play an under on him after what we just saw? Oh my gosh, that was absurd. Does Detroit clamp down on him in game 6? Well, listen, math says this is a fine option. If you can stomach it, that's a worthwhile play under 23.5 points. RJ Barrett here, similarly, we got FanDuel minus 128, better than the sharp odds. Remember, sharp odds are not going to include the BetMGMs, the DKs, the Bovadas, the Hard Rocks of the world. It's going to be the 4 or 5 sharp books that we have access to. We're calculating this side of the line, and there you go. You've got a minus 125 sharp odds. You're beating it by 10 cents. 3.9% edge. On top of that, I still like to see FanDuel having worse than the sharp odds for NBA. For MLB and NHL, flip that. I want to see Pinnacle being worse. So I'm very specific about what I'm looking for here. These odds are identical here versus sharp odds, so I pass on a play like that. Cam Johnson under 16.5 PRA. FanDuel is worse. And again, if we wait till about 10 a.m., it's only 9:23. If we wait till 10 a.m., you'll get Pinnacle odds for NBA. And I'm just trying to plug in some plays for you. Here's another one. Amen Thompson under 18.5 points. And I'm loading up. I want you to get your plays in. Use them if you want. Don't. Pause the screen later if you need to. Whatever. This is your money, your time. Christian Braun under 18.5 points. Evan Mobley under 16.5 points. These are all fine options for Underdog this morning. And now we're starting to get down in that area where I'm not going to be playing these plays. So let's switch over to MLB, and we're going to remove that unders label because we don't care about that. All right? Okay. Noah Cameron, over 4.5 pitcher strikeouts. We should have Pinnacle odds for this soon. Again, it's only 9:30-ish in the morning. So we'll settle with FanDuel and the sharp odds. Noah Cameron over 4.5 strikeouts in this game. Looks fine for Underdog. Mike Soroka under 5.5 strikeouts on Underdog. Again, 0.8% edge. Very, very small edge today. But those edges compound. They stack. Long-term, they're really good to use regardless of how much of an edge you get. We don't care about, the MyBookie, the rebets, the DKs of the world. We're caring about the sharp books. Soroka under 5.5 strikeouts. We have also seen overs have been much better for MLB, but, whatever. We're going to take what we can. Here's a stay away. FanDuel better odds than the sharp odds. So pass. We don't touch this one. All right. Are there a lot of plays we could run today? Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. Here's a bunch of prize picks plays. Those were just Underdog what I was doing. And I would still have to look at the trends today and the projections, which, again, I keep showing you how many wins are coming in. And if you are a former member watching the show, tuning in finally today, and you're like, how's Mitch been doing inside the VIP? I've been going bonkers this week. It's been freaking amazing. A combined 15, 21, and 6, 21 and 7 I'm 21-7 this week with the new posting format. So it took me a minute to find what it was. It was bumpy. I was going 5-5, 6-6, 3-3, 12-12, 5-8. We'd have some good days, 3-1. Like, it was tough for like a 10-day stretch. And I'm sure some people canceled, stopped using it. But I'm telling you now, it took me time. I needed this tool built so that I could find the best edges in the models before I could give you the best picks to bet on. So, now I have them, and now we're cooking, and it's been freaking amazing. So I expect us to stay hot. I expect to keep posting winners, and I see no reason why it's not going to be smooth sailing the rest of the way out, because this tool is so helpful for me to figure out best model plays, and 21-7 speaks volumes. That's a solid sample size this week in wins. Chat, before I continue, because I just banged off like 10, 12 plays, how are we feeling this week about the show, the format? Do you like the quick review of the previous day and then going right into rapid fire bets? And then usually we slow down and we start talking about projections and things like that. That's what I'm curious about, because this week's shows, I mean, they've been feeding, right? 13-3 on Monday, 7-2 yesterday. I'm totally curious. Mad Dog, that's hilarious. The Chrome Dome. It's sizzling. What's up, bro? You've been feeding people inside Discord in your channel, too. Are you kidding me? Saw soccer bets, KBO cashing. It's nuts. If they can't understand that, then it's on them. Listen, I agree. And then even still, I try to explain. I want people to know. It should be out today. I thought it was going to be out yesterday. It's one of those things where, listen, if I were a developer, I could bang away all day until it was. But I also go ask like 10 things at a time of my devs. So I'm sure it's coming. It's coming. Hopefully today. Appreciate you, Kino. I see you here in chat every day. It's going to pay off long term. Keep it up. Same format. Keeps winning money. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yep, that's my goal, right? What's up, Frosty? Like the entire show, man. Learning a lot this past year with you. Appreciate that. Thanks for the feedback. I think as I'm watching the views, I'm watching the viewers, I'm watching the view count, X, YouTube, all that stuff. I just, I don't want to stop. I'm also thinking I'm going to have to start dialing it down to like 4 days a week, 3 days a week. I've already ditched the weekends, It just comes down to like the time invested and the return on the time investment. I think what I'll probably do when that time happens is I'll start doing like private Discord shows for members. Like, I will not stop being here. Maybe just less public. If the public's not showing up to support, I'll just do it privately. No problems. Whew. All right. 30 minutes of yapping. Let's keep it going. Needed a quick reprieve. Needed to chill out for a second. All right. So inside the tracker, what are we looking for on the VIP side of things today? Well, let's look at, I think it was the 12th or the 11th. One of those days we tweaked. I think it was the 12th. Let's go back to, we tweaked the models once we had, about 20 days of data. And you'll see since then, it's been friggin' awesome. And we realized that the 70% or higher run lines are free as air. The 80% are unbelievable. Essentially, if you see an 80% run line pop up on the model, they've been absolutely incredible. Hey, guess who was an 80% yesterday? The Atlanta Braves plus 1.5 was like minus 119 against Skubal. Probably was one of those plays you didn't feel confident about. And guess what? They won the game outright. Atlanta did. I think Matt Olson hit a home run in the bottom of the ninth or something to win. So, yeah, it's been awesome. And if you see an 80% run line pop up, my gosh. I mean, I'm plugging that bad boy in. And now you see why my picks this week have been 21-7. Like before this tool was made, how did I know that? You know, it was very hard to track that stuff. So now that we have this tracker and it will be live for members soon, I promise you, hopefully today. I'm going to text my dev again. Matter of fact, let me do it right now while it's on the top of my head. It's such a helpful thing for members. So, anyways, 80% run lines, amazing. 70% run lines have been very good. 21-9. Okay. Now, money lines. How have these been? Well, we found that not all money lines are created equal. The 60% or higher are best. On top of that, I mean, you could slide around this. You could see, like, okay, not only are 60% run lines better than the rest, but so are the 60% and top fives. Like, look, max rank. See what you're looking at here? I'm going to show you. Max rank, 60 or any, right? Look at the results. You ready? 61.5% win rate. By the way, see this little area? This tells you how much better you're getting based on your filters. So, like, you started with nothing and then switching things up. You see a 70% win rate. Probability percentage, I'm plugging that bad boy in. You feeling me? So we'll go 60%. Watch. If I go to top 5, you're going to see 61.5 get even better. Look, as you're climbing the rankings, look at this. 61.5, top 10, top 9, 62, and it gets better and better and better and better, and bang. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, shoot, you play the top 4. So it fade all picks 5 through whatever, 15 games. And you're 44-24 since the model was updated with all the updated things. You got a lot of days where it's 2-2, some 1-2s. You get some 4-0 sweeps, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, and you come out on top going 44-24. Top 4 picks if it's a 60% or higher. So top 4 in the model, 60% or higher. Or if you just blindly go top 5, fine. 51-29. You know, like, that's my point. It's like not all picks were created equal. In the beginning of the season, I told everybody I'm not posting until June. That's usually when I post MLB. And then people literally lost their minds. Even OGs, some old members are like, Donuts, I don't like this. This is new. Things have changed. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll try to post. I tried posting, didn't know how to post or what to post because I didn't have the information I needed. I have it now. And this week has been glorious for Discord. And that's my point. You got to accrue some data sometimes, and I got it now. And the picks have been 21-7 this week because of it. You are all going to be able to use this soon on your own because I want you to be able to find these edges on your own and then not need me. I want you to be able to pop in your cell phone, go to the tracker tool, be like, all right, money lines, let me check out 60% or higher. How have they done? 64% top threes. You know, how's top 11 picks, 70%? Like whatever is in your mind, just research it. You know, you want to just figure it out. Just figure it out on your own. Whatever you want to do. 75% pops up. Do I play it? 80%, pops up. Do I play it? What about, 50%? Can I just play them all? What if they're just top 10s? What if I don't worry about percentages? What if I play just the top 4? The 5th pick is bad on both. Not bad, but it's worse. Top 4 on both money line and run line has a higher win rate. That's kind of nuts. What are the odds of that? Another interesting question is like, how often will I sweep if I just parlay them? What an interesting question. What if I play 70% at top 4s, 65% run lines, top 4s, about 65% top 3s? How often do you sweep? Well, let's see. You got sweep here, sweep, 1-0 sweep, 3-0 sweep, 3-0 sweep. So, like, you can put together some parlays maybe. I don't even know. I've never even done this. I'm kind of doing it live. How strikeout unders been? Yesterday's lost that one, that Owen 0-1 on the A. Unfortunately, Tyler Glass now was Tommy Shelby-esque yesterday. With the strikeouts B+, we cashed the Williamson bet. They've been okay, 26 and 16, 61.9% have won over the last, how many, 14 days. Is that 14? 4, 8, 12, 14. Yep. No, that's 14. Last 14 days with picks on them. They equal A+ to B+ unders. So, that's a decent market. I don't think it's elite. It's not as good as the hits allowed market, which has been phenomenal. Walks, A's, overs have bbeen interesting. You got some really, really big days, 5-1, 6-3, 4-1, 4-1. And then you got a couple bad days here, 2-3, 1-2, 1-3, 1-3 yesterday. But they've been good, not great, not bad, not terrible. They've been good. Earned runs has been similar. Some days are good, some days are really bad. Actually, earned runs has got a lot worse. Earned runs, was it unders? No, definitely not unders. How about earned hits, runs, RBIs? This is still humming along. These have been really good. I should probably post more of these. The A+ and A unders for hits, runs, RBIs. Look at those results, man. Zoom in. How zoomed in can I make it? Wow, look at that. Let's do that one. I got to remove my head. What's up, Brennigans? Good morning, man. Good to see you. If a run line is 80% or more, the team usually wins straight up 65% of the time. That's incredible. What a call. That's why I went Braves money line behind the run line. Super smart, bro. Super smart. Makes sense why you got your own channel. Look at that. What's up, Down Bad? Missed all week, but getting comfortable on what works for me on the app. Really enjoying it. Looking forward to more sports being added. Yep, that's literally right around the corner. It's on the short list of 10 things I have for my dev right now, and adding tennis, soccer, PGA. I can't remember. There were 4 or 5 at WNBA. There were 4 or 5 sports we're adding to the tool, which is going to make this amazing. You're going to have so many more options. Yeah, so the hits, runs, RBIs, A+ under and A under. Look at these results. I think what sucks, though, is the only time I posted them was on the 28th. I was literally the mush. I made it go 0-2 that day. But it's been pretty darn good. I mean, at worst, most days you're breaking, you lose the VIG. 1-1, 2-2. You had a 1-2 day. Oh, boo-hoo. 1-0, 4-0, 4-1, 7-4, 3-0, 2-0, 2-1, 6-4, 6-3, 0-2. Unbelievable. That's the hits, runs, RBIs, A+ and A under market. Maybe I should slide that into the tier 1 picks. Is that better than the hits allowed market that I've been pounding? It's almost identical. Look at the hits allowed market, though. Oh, my goodness. 2-1, 4-2, 3-1, 4-2, 5-3, 3-1, 3-1, 5-2, 4-1, 3-1, 5-2, 6-3, 4-2. All the way back to freaking April 17th. 13 straight days you have profited on the model. 13 straight days you have profited. Hits allowed, overs, A+ to B+ projections. 13 straight days. What's the record over those days? What's the record here? April 17th. Oh my gosh. If you had taken every confirmed locked pick, because remember, on the site it says yes for locked. 51, and you went 51 and 22. 51 and 22. And now you see why these are tier 1 picks. And now you see why, hey, by the way, I went 4-2 and then 2-1. That's 6-3 overall. That's you're looking at my tier 1s. That's crazy. 69.9% of these plays since the 17th, and you've won all 30. You have profited all 13 days on these plays. You cannot make this up. This is absurd. I'm saving that real quick because I want people to see why. And now you know why this is. This is my tier 1 market. I want to see hits, runs, RBIs, unders, A+ and A's, and so again, not as good. How about last 30 days? Yeah, so it's been good. It has. It's been good. But definitely not tier 1, maybe a tier 2. I have been picking them for Discord. And then, website users can just go to that on their own. But I also think I've been posting them inside the MySperry Edge picks so they can learn. I think I've been doing that too. I forgot. Yeah, it was pretty good. Last 10 days. That's pretty good. I don't think I use anything below an A though. How have the overs been? Yeah, they've been all right. There's too many. That's my problem. The A+ overs, I don't know how to choose them, So I just fade them. I don't even look at them. Total bases unders. They've been any good? How about just A+? What if we just wait? No. They've been all right. Overs? Too many. I tell you, I mean, it's too many for me. But I know there's some people that just want the volume, right? Like if you're somebody who's just looking for volume, I mean, total bases, A+ overs. That's a lot of bets. But if you want to bet them, you're coming out ahead. I mean, maybe not on this day. The VIG will probably kill you. You probably lose a unit or two. But you crushed yesterday. You made probably 6, 7 units. Another 5 units here, maybe a unit or two. Probably 7 or 8 units here. So going 17, probably another 5 or 6 units here. Probably lost 4 here. Made another 2. Made 4. Probably made 4. You can make a lot of money. Total bases overs, A+ only. Hits, runs, RBIs, A+ overs. They've been okay. That total bases overs, yeah, I love it. It's actually really, really darn good. And you get decent odds on total bases overs. It's the unders where they're juiced. So maybe this is another sneaky market. But again, I'm not posting 29 bets for people. I'm just not. It makes me look bad. I'll never do that. However, if you're a user of the site, I mean, you want some volume? There you go. Get your volume. Back to the optimizer real quick, then I'm out. Pinnacle lines are starting to drop. I told you right around 10 o'clock, they start to come out. That's a good play. Bryce Elder over 4.5 strikeouts. Price picks. Boop. Get a few more. Oh, wow. Price picks on multiple bets here for Bryce Elder. Here's his outs market. He's been killing it. The strikeouts, he's been fine too. Listen, we'll save them both. I wouldn't use them both. Bryce Elder over 17.5 outs. That was the other one. Pass. I just want the pitcher markets, really, I think. I don't have Pinnacle here. Probably pass on Freddie Peralta. Paul Skeens over 6.5 on Price Picks. I think we already got a Skeens bet. We took his outs earlier, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, so we don't. Okay, there's Pinnacle, FanDuel, Framber Valdez over 4.5 strikeouts here. So, up to you if you want to run it in this game right here. You can see it's pretty juicy on a lot of apps. That Atlanta lineup's kind of scary. Minus 130 on FanDuel, minus 127 on Penny. So, boop, let's plug it in. Andrew Abbott, 17.5 outs. Let's see. No, we're getting down in that area. I just don't like to bet on these. Let's check out. Is anything back on Underdog? At NBA again, too. Unders for NBA. MLB overs have been really darn good. Minus 128 FanDuel. Nikhil Alexander Walker. You want to take a gnaw under? Not bad. Minus 124. Sure. There you go. Under 23.5. PRA underdog for gnaw. All right. We didn't even get to the trends today. I'm not looking at projections live today. Those are going to be for members. I think I've shown you enough to where people can use this stuff and hopefully make some money. I mean, it's been freaking awesome. You get me for an hour a day, whether I'm public or inside Discord for live shows. I'm literally in the MySbury Edge chat around the clock. You tag me and I'll get to it at some point in time that day or night with, photos, whatever you need to help learn tools. You get a ton of support. And if I were signing up for a product, I definitely would want to sign up and know that I'm going to make money using this tool, but not be on my own. Like, I know you want to be told how to do it, shown how to do it, how to use it. And then you want the person using their own tool. Like, there are so many people out there selling products, this, referral, that, and they're not even using it. Like, this is the only way I bet on sports. I use this to bet on sports. That's it. So you're getting me being incredibly transparent daily, and hopefully it's helpful. And if you are just here for the public stuff, I know I've lined your pocket 63, 64%. I can't remember off the top of my head what we looked up yesterday. The win rate's been absurd. So you've been making money on the show. Give it a look. MySburyEdge.com. Try it on your own. 30 days. Give it a shot. You're locked in, grandfathered pricing as long as you stay signed up. And it's on a 33% sign-up discount right now. So it's a great time to do it. And I appreciate you being here no matter what. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, my friends. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Let's get paid.